Hi, I'm Miss Debbie and welcome. This video has to do with creating and maintaining community, which we know is so important in any classroom, especially in a Catholic classroom. That makes our school special. So we're going to talk about creating that connection. We're going to talk about maintaining daily rituals. One important and easy way that we can help create and maintain community in the classroom is to make a sequence chart. So anytime a child needs to know what's happening, they can look at our chart, because children at this age do not have conception of time. Say, for example, if Joe comes up to me and says, "Miss Debbie, when is snack?" Well, snack's at 10 o'clock, Joe. Joe's not going to know when 10 o'clock is or what 10 o'clock even is, but on the chart, he knows that snack time is after they find their work. So when each child comes into the classroom, we want to give them a choice, because if they have a choice, it gives them ownership, and that brings them part of the church and school family. So each child will be greeted, and there's my hello. And this is my greeting plate. At this point in time, I'm only going to give two choices, and both of these choices are non-touching. The first choice is praying hands. The second choice are stars from heaven. So I would say, Sally, how would you like to be greeted today? Would you like to have praying hands or stars from heaven? And Sally, I would look at Sally's eyes. Sally, what would you like? I'd like to have stars from heaven. So I would look in Sally's eyes and go, welcome, Sally, to the classroom. After I greet each child, they go over to our treasure box. This treasure box, if you open it up, it has a heart inside, because all of our children are treasures from God. So our job as teachers is to make sure that we keep them safe, and the children's commitment to us is they have to help us keep them safe. So on this board, these are some of my grandchildren, and the child would come up and pick their picture, or if you'd like to have their name printed out, that's a good name recognition. So this child would pick out his picture, open up the treasure box, and put it in there. So we're going to keep him safe because he is a treasure from God. The next part is washing hands, which is very important, especially now. So I have little icons from the computer, and if you notice, a lot of these I actually wrote by hand, or actually my grandchildren helped me. Because I believe, especially now, it seems like a lot of our children are so used to seeing the typed word, the written word on all their electronics. So I think it's important to give ownership and to give value to what God gave us. And God gave us the gift of being able to write and to be able to draw. So if you notice, I kind of mixed it up. So after they come in, they're going to wash their hands, and then these are the centers, the book area and block area, whatever else you want to implement in your classroom. And that is their work. So they find work because their play is work. After that, when they move from one area to the other, there's the washing hands again. Then it's snack, wash hands again. And then right here, I have meeting time or circle time. And depends on what happens in your classroom. You can have a couple meeting or circle times at the beginning of the day to talk about what will be happening. And then at the end of the day, like when we have that issue with the other child, remember when I talked in the other video, then we can address it here and revisit it down here at meeting time. Now, depending upon the age of the children that you have in your classroom, you could have them on the floor with X's on so they know where to sit. But if you have older children that actually are sitting at desks when meeting time is, then have them turn their chairs inward to make that circle so they know that it's not instruction time, but it's a group meeting time. After that, we're going to have to wash hands again, and then they're going to go home. And again, this is just for a very short half-day program. You can implement whatever works for your classroom. And then at the end, we want to wish them well. So we want to give them a virtual hug, give them a flying kiss, and say, I wish you well until we meet again.